Hello, Coach Nina Wilder here, and I'm deciding to try video content to give you guys some valuable tidbits. And today's first video, we're going to talk about how to become a regular at exercise. If you're someone who has struggled being consistent with your workouts, if you're someone who's trying to become a gym person, or you just know that you want to work out consistently because you like the results, then this is for you. I'm going to give you some very common reasons why people stop themselves from working out. These come from my own personal experience. These also come from all of the ones that I've seen many clients have. Have a listen to this, see if there are some that apply to you, and then just watch. Maybe you recognize it and then you'll become a gym regular, and then you'll grow big and strong and be like, oh my God. And then you'll learn to talk like this. Okay, no, that's fine. One obstacle that people have about workouts is that in their mind, workouts have to be hard. When you go into a gym, you see like the posters that advertise it. You see people like sweating and grunting. You see images of people working out. They look exhausted. And when you think in your brain that every workout has to be that, of course, you're probably not going to feel motivated to do it, especially if you're not used to that level of training or even remotely that level of training. Let's paint a picture. If you're at the end of your workday, you're coming home, this is the time when you're supposed to pick up your gym shoes and your gym bag and work out. And in your mind, you're thinking, oh my God, I just had to go through an entire workday, take care of my kids, figure out daycare, figure all this. I'm exhausted, and now I have to go sweat it out, just feel like trash for an hour and a half. Like, no, that is so, your brain is going to be like, let's not do that. If you can mentally make it easier to get there by telling yourself, well, I don't have to go all out. I can just do maybe 2 to 3 exercises, 2 to 3 quality sets, and then that's it. Then I'll stretch and leave. More than likely, you're probably going to make your way to the gym and not talk yourself out of it. And by the way, weight training does not have to be sweaty, grunting, super sets, 8 sets and drop sets and pyramid schemes and all the pyramid sets. It feels like a pyramid scheme. It doesn't have to be that, because your weight training is not about burning calories. If your goal is fat loss and getting in shape, workouts are not about trying to burn more energy to induce fat loss. Weight training is about keeping muscle on your body during a fat loss phase. And then it becomes about building muscle when you're in caloric maintenance or caloric surplus, because you're trying to build definition. That is what your weight training is for. To successfully lose fat, your workouts don't have to be crazy. You just need to induce a deficit. And you can actually do that in a very gentle way. I've successfully lost weight. What did I lose? I lost 20 pounds in 3 to 4 months. Can't remember exactly, for a bodybuilding show. So I was like steeply lean. I didn't do crazy HIIT workouts. I just did gentle cardio a couple times a week, and then I went for walks. So don't worry about, and especially if you're just starting out, don't worry about making your workouts super hardcore. You're likely going to get a lot of stimulus just by doing basics, 4 to 5 exercises, a push, a pull, a push, a pull, a squat, a curl, that's it. And then leave 3 times a week. It doesn't have to be a lot. Starting even with just 15 minutes and then stacking that consistently, that is going to be plenty to induce change. It's more important that you do this more frequently than you do it hardcore a couple of times a month. Number 2 is kind of similar. People have this idea that workouts have to be this long, arduous thing, which it doesn't. You can spend half an hour in a workout and get everything done in a quality amount of time. You can spend an hour doing a workout, and because you're dicking around or just doing a whole bunch of garbage exercises, you can essentially waste your time. So it's really not about time, it's how you're using it. So if your brain is trying to tell you, hey, we can't work out unless it's at least an hour, but because your brain is telling you it's at least an hour and you think that's too much time, and then you talk yourself out of it, then it's a chance to have a conversation with your mind to say, hey, 15 minutes is fine, because 15 minutes multiplied by 12, 3 times a week, is a lot more than 1 hour for the month, right? I think the math's right on that. I don't know. It's been a while. I can only count to 10. I'm just a trainer. The third mental block that's very, very common is feeling nervous because there's other people in a gym. Now, this might not be your issue because you're a home workout person, in which case, oh yeah, home workouts. That's so nice. Okay. From personal experience, when I started in weight training, I was 16 and I had actually taken a course because I felt like such a fraud. I felt like I couldn't even go into a gym until I had education. I was like, I don't want people to know that I suck. I just started on one machine. It was the stair climber, oddly. Why did I choose that? I have no idea. But I started in the stair climber because it was in the corner. It was in a safe little circle. And that was my way in. That was my way of just feeling safe and comfy and doing something that felt doable. And that was important. So I just did that and then I stretched and then I left. But you know what was beautiful about that? While I did the stair climber, I was looking around at all the other people working out and starting to pick up, oh, okay, this person's using that machine. Oh yeah, that's what I learned too. Okay, yeah, I think I can try that. And then what's also interesting is if you're going to the gym, you're starting to see the same people over and over and over again, and you're starting to kind of feel like part of the family. It's kind of like driving on a highway. Do you remember the first time you drove on a highway? For those of you who drive, hopefully a majority of you do. First time driving on a highway, it's like, nope, merging, scary, lane changing, high speeds, oh my God. But then after a while, you don't even think. You're looking at your phone texting while you're merging. Hopefully you're not doing that. But you know what I mean? It doesn't become a big deal anymore the more and more that you go. So just, again, making it a low barrier of entry just to get to the gym, just to do whatever it is you're comfortable with. I had a client in, bless her soul, brand new to fitness, brand spanking new. And the only gym that was near her was one of those really intimidating bodybuilding gyms, like the ones with, like the crazy quotes on the wall and all the people are like checking themselves out between sets because they're all gigantic and muscle and whatever. And God bless her, she was too petrified to use any of the free weights or anything in the center of the gym. She was like a periphery gym girl for the first 3 months. But you know what? It didn't matter because in those 3 months, she got comfortable, started to see the same people, and inevitably you have conversations with a couple, you see that they're not so bad, because usually they're not. Like don't get me wrong, there's a few choice people in the gym that are like, you are not things, you're not cool. But honestly, like there's a lot of people that you're probably going to click with or at least get along with enough that you start to feel more comfortable and you'll start to explore because you've been there enough times. It's just gets easier and easier and easier. So start small, start in the periphery, choose one machine, take a look around. It's always nice too when gyms have the service of a personal trainer giving you an orientation because, oh my God, that will save you so much headache and time looking for things or feeling lost. A personal trainer can actually take you around and say, this is this machine, this is this machine, this is what you use for this muscle. Like, why not? They're showing you what to do. And then once you know, then you're going to have way more confidence doing it properly. And then sure as enough, you're going to become a gym rat. You're going to become that person at the office where everyone's like, oh my God, Debbie's working out again. I got to get to the gym because she's always working out and look at her arms. That's going to be you. That's going to be you. And then you're going to start that revolution. And it's going to be a whole thing. In summary, the most important thing to make yourself a gym regular or a workout regular is lower the barrier of entry. Whatever your brain is telling you what workouts have to be, whether it has to be hard, has to be long, has to be a punishment for eating something. No. It's about feeling good. It's about building the habit, and tell your brain that even a little bit is enough to cause change, especially when it's stacked up over time. Think of it like putting a penny in a jar. If your brain really won't let you do 15-minute workouts because it feels like nothing, imagine the penny in the jar metaphor. Because yeah, a cent in the jar feels like nothing, but keep adding. We don't even have pennies anymore. But if you keep adding dimes or nickels, keep adding nickels to the jar, oh my God, it's going to fill. And that's exactly how the body works. It responds to each stacked stimulus. So the more that you add, the more that you collect wins, collect workouts, even if they're small, it's going to add up to a massive amount of change. That is my first video. How do I end this? I don't even know. Let me know how that goes, or comment below if you think I've missed something. Let's do that. Okay, let's end there. I don't know how to end these things.